shows every Sunday.
Here
we go.
Robin. Oh, shit. I didn't even have the microphone turned on. What up, everybody? This your boy B Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you,
surprise, motherfucker,
the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. If you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you oh so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, why don't you go ahead and lean over and give them a crisp high five. But, you know, once again, if you don't want to come into physical contact with somebody, you know, unless it's, it's sexy time and you done put in your order at bluechew.com and you done got your package in and you put it in and you're waiting for that effect to take hold and you're trying to get intimate, then go ahead and get physical. But if you ain't talking about that, you ain't trying to be in a motherfucker face smelling this breath or whatever, because you shouldn't be smelling this breath because you both got masks on and you 3 to 6 feet away from each other. If you don't want to go through that whole rigmarole, pick up your social media app of choice and send them a well-crafted DM telling them thank you for recommending you to me. Speaking of social media, you can find the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show, Facebook Gaming, and Twitch. Search for 3R Show. You can find video interviews on YouTube. Search for 3R Show. And for anything that I have forgotten to mention social media wise and other, you can find it all on randomrob.com. So randomrob.com is the place to be. Yeah, get you some merch. Shout out to Glenn. I know a couple Glens, but I'm talking about Random Glenn, who purchased a shirt this past weekend or whatever, or the week prior. So I appreciate you for supporting the show and being a homie. Appreciate you. High fives all around. Get some hand claps on this bitch. Yeah. But don't forget the sponsors. We can't never forget the sponsor, baby. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You're going to put some hooks, rubs, and spices on everything. Anything that you can put in your mouth hole for nourishment, you can put some hooks, rubs, and spices on it. I don't really care what it is. If you're doing it for the nutrition, no value of eating things, you can put hooks, rubs, and spices on it. And it'll be delicious, and it'll be great, and it'll be awesome. So go to hooksrub.com and get 15% off your order if you use promo code RANDOM. So, very late episode. It's still falling in the week span and everything. I have continually and consistently given you a new episode or a reran episode. I've given you an episode once weekly for going on 6 years now. So I'm trying to keep it up, keep the motivation going and everything. It's just been hard. And it feel like since I've been doing these solo episodes, there's been a lot of griping and complaining about my current situation with my day job, or night job, I should say. And it's not the case. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but I'm neglecting my duties as a podcaster. And it makes me kind of sad and everything, but not too sad. You know, these solo episodes are kind of an event session to an extent, or just to get some random thoughts off of my mind, out of my head and everything. And obviously, just because I've been working so much, you know, I haven't had a lot of free time. So doing these solo episodes have freed up some time for me because I ain't got to worry about getting a guest and working with their schedule and postponing things on my end that I got to do because I can't now because I have a guest and all this stuff. But don't get it twisted. I miss y'all motherfuckers. All the potential people that I could have on this show, all the people that have been hitting me up on the DM saying, hey man, I know you ain't having no guests right now, but I'll come and shoot the shit with you for a little bit, you know, if you don't mind. I was like, yeah, I appreciate all of that. But, you know, it's kind of hard with the schedule right now. But we'll get up and running once again. A lot of things are coming down the pipeline for me personally. This past week, August 3rd, my youngest child, my baby girl, turned 11 years old. Yay! I got hand claps. I forgot. Yeah. So 11 years old. And we just not too long ago came from her school. First day of school will be Wednesday. And she'll be kind of out of my hair and everything. So, over the summer, the boy left, my middle child. He left the house. That was her right hand man, thick as thieves and everything. So now that he is gone, all the other kids are gone out of the house, making their way in the world, making $1 million moves. It's just me and her. So I've been bugging her and getting on her goddamn nerves as her other sibling, she would do to her siblings. So now she's getting a taste of her own medicine from me. So for her birthday, since her mom was at work and I was off, we went shooting. I took her to the rifle and pistol range and we shot weapons. I just recently bought an AR-15 and I didn't have a place to shoot it close to me. So I found a place, not too far away from my house, but I wanted to go shoot my brand new AR-15 because I haven't shot a rifle since 2014 technically I'm doing air quotes right now. It's a pistol. It's an AR-15. It's a pistol build. So it's a pistol, not a rifle, it's stocks and freaking, a brace, and you can't have a vertical hand grip thingy and all this other bullshit. It's a motherfucking rifle. Anyway, so I had to take it to a place to where I can shoot it. And, I didn't want to leave her here by herself, even though I don't think I was been gone that long. But in the scheme of things, you get out there playing with your toys and stuff, you lose track of time. So I took her with me. And it was the day before her birthday that we went to the rifle and the pistol range. So while I'm in this place, checking out the decor, all the goodies and the gadgets and the toys that they got up in there, I fuck around and bought me another gun, another Glock 380. And so I'm adding that to the collection. For those of you who didn't know, I am trying to get every caliber of Glock in the handgun department. So as of current, adding the 380, I have a 380, a 9mm, a 40, and a 45. So the only thing that I'm missing, it is a 22, a 357, and the 10mm. So I'm missing 3 Glocks from the handgun category. I don't even know they make anything other than handguns, but yeah. I don't. Oh, you got a Glock. Why you didn't get a SIG or whatever hell else? So shut the fuck up. It's my personal preference. And kiss my ass. You want a SIG and all this other stuff, you shut your fucking mouth and go buy you a SIG or whatever else that, you're going to throw at me. So shut the fuck up. Don't want to hear about it. This is my collection. And if you got something to say about it, I can show it to you personally, lock and loaded with ammunition in the chamber. Nah, I'm just bullshitting. I ain't about that life. Unless you push me. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, motherfucker. I'll be up in this bitch like. The thing goes. Just lighting bitches up in this motherfucker. But it was an experience. Nonetheless, she got to shoot the AR-15 for the very first time. This is the first time she ever even handled a gun before. I mean, she was aware of them because I carry a gun for work. So, I've never let her touch it or mess with the guns or anything like that. But today I was just like, fuck it. It's just me and you. And I got to take you with me. I can't leave you in the car while I'm shooting guns and stuff. Somebody going to see a 10-year-old, at the time, sitting in the car with the windows up in the car running, it's going to be some shenanigans and shit. So took her down there and we went down the lane, set up a target, and we shot some things. She did very well. Wherever she was aiming it according to her is where she was hitting. So I guess that would be accurate. And then I didn't take the target out too far anyway. Like for her, I had it probably maybe out to 3 to 5 yard line or something like that. And she was hitting it in the head and the stomach. Everywhere that she said she was going to shoot it is where she shot it. So that was cool. And then on the way back, we stopped at another establishment that had a pistol range. And, you know, I could have shot the pistol over at the other place as well, but I wasn't really thinking about it. So we stopped at a different gun store on the way back because I was looking for something and they didn't have it. But I was like, fuck it, might as well shoot the pistol while we're here. I just bought the 380. So went up in there, got the ammo, set up a target, and she shot a pistol for the very first time. We have 2 different 380s. We got a Smith & Wesson, and then, you know, I just bought the Glock. So loaded them both up, taught her how to load it and everything, and she shot. And everywhere that she said that she was aiming at on the target is where she hit it. I mean, even she shot the target in the ding-ding. She shot it in the penis, you know, so that's what she was aiming for. She called her shot. She said, I'm about to shoot him in the nuts. That's her exact words. I'm going to shoot him in the nuts. So she shot him in the nuts and everything. So it was a cool experience and everything. But the thing that she did not enjoy, other than shooting the AR and the 380s, was coming home, breaking them down and cleaning the bitches. She did not enjoy that at all. And then, you know, she is 11, 10 at the time. Had to break it down to you. I was like, it was cool what we did today. It can be fun, but you got to realize this ain't a motherfucking toy. So I had the weapons broke down on the table, and she picked up one of them and was kind of like holding it up, and I just swatted the shit out of her hand. And I was like, hey, unless you on the range or somewhere to where you're in a controlled environment and you firing this thing, or you here cleaning it, you shouldn't be touching this shit. You shouldn't be waving it in no different directions or nothing. It's not a fucking toy, you know. So had to instill that in her, you know. But the cleaning process was just, I even hate the damn cleaning process. It got on my goddamn nerves. So that was that. Great day. Then her birthday came. Her mama bought her a giant ass cake, which we only ate one slice out of it a piece. And then it went in the trash because nobody wanted to eat it the day after and everything. It was damn good. Some solid craftsmanship went into this cake. But, you know, ain't really a big sweets person right now. I'm trying to stay fit, get in shape and everything. So I ain't eating too much cake as I'm sitting here recording this, waiting on pizza to show up to the house. So for her birthday, I took her out to Main Event. It was just me and her. Mom was at work. Took out to Main Event, let her play some video games. Then we went to this vintage video game place, The Preserve here in Houston, where they got all the old school arcade games to play pinball all afternoon. Then we got some pizza from Mod Pizza. You know, we love pizza in this house. And then Mom came home. We chilled out, watched movies, and that was it. It's pretty much a day and everything. So pretty daggone cool. Baby girl getting old. But I'm still stuck with ass till 2028. But yeah. Another thing, you know, we had all kinds of shit going on with wrestling over the past couple of days. A lot of releases, specifically WWE. But not going to get too much into that. But because of this, I had a great interaction on Spaces. If you use Spaces on Twitter, never really got into it. I would pop in here and there because there's some people that I follow, professional wrestlers, that might throw up Spaces, you know, forum and whatnot. And I like to pop into the conversation and listen, see what they're talking about and everything. A lot of independent people to be doing it or whatever. I've never seen anybody of like that's on national television doing any of these spaces or anything, or even if I would be allowed to join, because I believe you can make it to where it's a monetary thing or whatnot. If it's a special event or some shit like that, you can make motherfuckers pay to join. But the other night, I seen one pop up, somebody that I followed, and I was just like, I was bored. Didn't have shit else to do. So I jumped in to see what it was about. And it was the guys from Wrestle Rap. Check it out. some good guys over there. And another gentleman I believe is associated with Russell Rap that I frequent with on Instagram and everything. I showed he seen pictures of Brian Keith, freaking the heavyweight champion here at New Texas Pro Wrestling in Houston. And he seen that on my Instagram, and we kind of been chatting because of that, because he's a professional wrestling fan, yada, yada, yada. You know how that shit go. So I seen him in there. I jumped in there and just listening to the conversation. And I just like, you can, if you join the conversation, you're going to automatically be a listener. You can't interact with the conversation or anything because you are just a listener. You can hit the request button and they can patch you in and make you an active speaker to the Spaces conversation. So I was like, man, I love wrestling. I'm digging the conversation that they're having. I had some points or some questions I wanted to ask to throw in the mix. So I hit that request button. They patched me in and we had a good old time. We was on there for hours just talking about professional wrestling. And I dig it. Whenever I can get the chance, I'm going to be yakking and smacking about some professional wrestling. So I might be even doing that tomorrow with Nick because, SummerSlam coming up and we're going to be heading to Las Vegas to partake. Hopefully, things have been changing. Most recently with the COVID procedures and everything. My phone is going off. So it's yet to be seen. The only thing that has changed so far, the venue is requiring all its patrons to wear a mask, which I was going to do anyway. So keep you updated on that. So we got SummerSlam coming up, and we was just talking about SummerSlam and all these recent releases and everything. And I'm just pretty much having a good old time talking about the thing I enjoy. So, yeah. Be looking out for Wrestling is Trash. We should have a new episode possibly tomorrow. And we'll get that cracking. So, other stuff going on. Find out that I have sleep apnea. So, that's fun. So, I got to go and get the test done and see how I work with the machine and all this other bullshit. So, my wife probably won't be enjoying that. But she'll probably enjoy the fact that I'll be breathing at night and not dying in my sleep and shit. So that's something. And yeah, so interesting wrinkle in the fabric that is life. But I ain't got too much going on. I would be a little more chatty and everything hadn't I freaking got to this too late and everything. There's so much was going on today. My daughter had 3 freaking appointments today. So I thought I was going to jump in here early this morning once I got off of work and just, be full of energy and chat and everything. But I got in the house. And as soon as I broke the seal of my door, I was like, I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep, woke right back up a couple hours later because I had to take her to a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment. Then she had to go see a teacher and she had to go get a haircut because school getting ready to start. So yeah, had a busy day when I thought I was going to be sleeping and whatnot. So this is why the episode is a little later than anything. I mean, if you don't listen to it on the release date, it doesn't matter whenever the shit came out. Just know that it's out and you're listening, and I appreciate you for listening. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and scoot on out of here because I believe the pizza will be here in a couple minutes, and I'm about to stuff my face with some goddamn pizza. I'm going to sprinkle some hooks, rubs, and spices on the top of it too. So if you want to be like me and try that smoky burn, that smoking sweetness, the lemon pepper, the fresh catch, or whatever flavor that you decide to land on when you go to hooksrub.com and use that promo code RANDOM for 15% off. If you want to be like me, just do what I just said. Go to hooksrub.com, use that promo code RANDOM, 15% off on your order. Sprinkle shit on your pizza too, baby. And follow me on social media. You can follow me on Twitter, once again, at 3R Show, Instagram, at The 3R Show. Hit your boy up. I mean, do what it do. If you want to be a part of these solo sessions or whatever, I mean, you want to, prolong these things, make them go a little bit longer and whatnot. I got things I could talk about, but it doesn't come to me. I don't take notes or whatever. I just sit here in front of the mic and vent and do my thing and whatnot. But if you want to kind of join in from, the spiritual realm of things, not physically be here voice wise or, in the flesh, you can still be a part of the show. You can send voicemails to 304-825-5762. Leave a voicemail. Ask me a question. Just make a random statement and I can riff off of that. Just be a part of the show. If you want to send an email, you want to type out this long soliloquy and whatnot and be a part of the show, you can send those to randomrobcast@outlook.com. That's random, ROBCAST @outlook.com. And just send me a little something and whatnot. And that's it. Man, I got a P.O. box. Nobody send me no mail in that. No gift cards, no birthday cards, no get well cards, even though I'm not sick. I'm sick in the head, but if you want to send me something, you can send something to the P.O. box, and that is P.O. Box 9162, Spring, Texas 77387. So that's P.O. Box 9162, Spring, Texas, like boing, 77387. I ain't begging for shit or whatever. It's just, throwing things out there. I have a P.O. box for those reasons and whatnot. I know people have been sending me shirts and everything. I appreciate that. I've been rocking them or whatever. I've been getting into shoes and shit lately. So I've been buying all kinds of different shoes, but I'm not really into clothes as much because I wear a uniform all the time. And I've been wearing a uniform even before I retired when I was in the military. And then when I retired, I got a job and I'm wearing uniforms every day. So it's like nothing the same. I never bought any new clothes, but I'm getting all these different shoes. So now I got to get clothes to match the motherfucking shoes. So if you want to send me a motherfucking shirt so I can kind of accessorize with it, send me something to the P.O. box. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate your support. Appreciate everything about you. And I'll see you next time.